So many people do not see us as people. There's an extent to which people's curiosity or their petty grievances will take them to an extent where they feel like anything goes when it comes to just having a laugh or, you know, getting some catharsis for whatever the fuck is going on in their head. And if they happen to not like us, or they happen to like us far too much to the degree that it becomes unhealthy, we're no longer people to them. We're just figures of entertainment, even when it extends to the entertainment that we do not wish to put, you know, the subject matter that we do not want people to know about. You know, we all have private lives. All of us, Mysta especially, came from a place that was so unlike where we are now. He's talked about the fact that he was barely in school, how terrible his childhood was. I recall I had never really known. I knew he had a rough upbringing, but when I spoke to him on the plane, it was on the plane back, I really asked him, you know, like, why do you know, we sort of were on the subject, and he told me a lot about it, and he deserves so much better than the hand that life has dealt him. And I truly think that finding the position that he has had in Nietzsche and the success that he's found is deserved 100 times over. I think he deserves more, frankly. I think he deserves to be relevant and loved and respected for the rest of his life, to be completely honest. And the fact that even after having found finally, after many years of being, you know, of having such a difficult time financially at home with his family, and to finally find that, but for it to come at the cost of so much, just what you need to understand is the way that some people treat us is so violating, and there's nothing really that we can do about it. Like, we try to protect ourselves, and we try to make sure that, you know, this is just a job and a career, and we have fun with our friends, and that's about it. But there are some people out there who will just not see you as a person, and that's just a part of the job. So I know a lot of you want to join Niji-Sanji someday, and while I would say that the pros definitely outweigh the cons, it's really, really difficult sometimes to just to exist knowing that all of this is happening to you purely because you're here. He went into this with purely good intentions, that he went into this wanting to entertain people and to make them laugh, and to buy a house for his mum, to make sure that his parent, his mum, who had been in such like financial disrepair for so many years, was supported. That was what he wanted, and he has done that. 100% he's done that. But for that to have come at the cost of his privacy and his mental health being routinely violated by people who just don't think, it staggers belief that we need to even say so, to even say that you should be careful about how you treat us and that we are people too. Would you treat us that way if we were stood in the same room? Would you treat us that way if you had the chance to see us for who we really are, which at the end of the day is just people like you? Just because we're in a position where we've found some luck and we're working hard and we're enjoying something good happening in our lives, I really want to ask you, and I know it will never make a difference. I know it will never, ever, ever make a difference to the way that some people treat us, but I just really want to ask, I mean, I don't know, are you happy now? I don't want to harp on about it too much, but it just makes me so fucking angry that people have been unkind to him, because the person that I know, the person that I know is so selfless and so kind and had such pure intentions, and still does, and he will always have pure intentions, no matter where he goes, no matter what job he works, no matter who he's entertaining, no matter who his friends are. They'll always be us. You can take the man out of Luxium. We'll never take Luxium out of the man, okay? But we're not taking him out of Luxium. You know, he might not be around anymore, but he'll always be one of us, always. But that's how I feel about it. I am disappointed not in him. I am immensely proud of him. I am so grateful to him for having made Luxium what it is, and I am so eternally thankful for him having elevated us and not just been a leading, shining example of how to do this job and how to do it incredibly well, but to have also been a really genuine, kind, caring friend who was always there for the people who he cared about and who cared about him. For someone like him to be someone who has gone through this much, it makes me really sad for just the state of all of this. Everything about this has made me extremely depressed.